So, hi there. Today we're going to talk about a new bundle, which is an amazing book by Ryan Plunkett and Michael Feldman. And the book is about the stripper deck or the taper deck. The stripper deck started from the gambling world. It was a great way to find four of a kind or cards of the same value, color, etc. And it was later on adopted by magicians. The stripper deck happens to be one of the most common tools that magicians use, and it's tend to be used more by beginners. Now, most of the stripper deck learning resources require you to most of the stripper deck resources teach beginner level card magic. However, this book is an exception. I do not regret for a moment buying it because I saw stuff that I haven't seen before to be done with a stripper deck. And I was so pleasantly surprised when I got it, and I would recommend for you as well. Now, before we start, let's take a look at the book. The book is 168 pages long. It is a hardbound book. And let's dive right into it. So, at the beginning, we're going to see an explanation regarding the stripper deck, as well as a tutorial regarding the terminology. For example, we're going to see what the long ends mean or the short ends mean in this book in order to be able to follow along, because that really matters. The orientation of the cards is quite a bit important with these tricks here. You're also gonna see a lot of pictures on how to make your own stripper cards, as well as the tools that can be used to make them, all the way from card cutters and corner rounders. The corner rounders, what they do is actually round the corners, as the name suggests, because whenever you cut a card to make a stripper deck, the corner will be very pointy, so you want to round that up in order to look like a regular playing card. Other than that, the book really fooled me in one or two tricks, because it uses a principle that I've never seen before. So let's see one of the tricks from this book, which is a collector's effect, and you will see what I mean. Alright, so that's a card, any card you like.
This.
Alright, remember that card. And that's one more. This one, okay, remember the card. Alright, and one more.
This one.
This one, okay, remember that one as well.
Alright.
So now I have the card somewhere into the deck. I'm going to shuffle it as best as I can. Alright. And I'm going to find the first card, control it to the top. Let's see if I will be able to do that. Ready? Now that's not a fail, that's an ace, which will help me bring all the other aces up, you see? And if I do that, 3 cards are trapped between the aces. The first selection, the second selection, and the third selection. So that was the trick. It uses the stripper as a Galley deck, and it uses the stripper as a crimped card. Let's put it this way. So as you can see, the book contains a lot of new ideas, as well as old ideas that can be perfected with a stripper deck, or improved. And it's a very nice tool to have with you if you want to perform, because if something goes wrong, you would be able to have another option to fix the things up. And alongside that, you might be benefited with some new effects. So this book is great for that. Now, the book also covers some sleight of hand, the diagonal palm shift can be done with a stripper deck, and it's a little more difficult than the regular diagonal palm shift. If you want to see how that looks like, I have it on the Expert at the Card Table book review that I have done a month ago. You can see it there. And the diagonal palm shift is basically a way to palm a card off the deck. And with a stripper deck, Ryan will give you another great slide and a nice way to use it. Also, we have some shifts and passes that can be done with a stripper deck using its natural outside jog of the card, as well as the natural breaks between in certain portions of the deck where you can capture. There is also a chapter that covers a lot of very classic effects, such as Out of This World, which can be improved with the stripper deck, gives very various ideas. And I want you to see this triumph effect from this book that I really, really like. Let's take a look. So that was the effect. It is a very nice way of doing triumph effect. However, it has some subtleties that make it look very, very natural, and you never feel like the deck has been turned over. Now, one more thing that I want to add is some clips from Ryan Plunkett doing some of the stuff taught in there, and which are really, really magical. And one of them is like a reverse triumph that I have never seen before. So that I cannot see anything more original than that. Let's take a look. So as you can see, the cards themselves are mixing themselves up and then unmixing. Amazing ideas. You will also get in this book a lot of pharaoh ideas, stacking ideas using the stripper deck. All in all, overall, it's a great book. You just need to be intermediate sleight of hand and above to pick that up, because you will require a lot of existing techniques that you will combine with the stripper deck, and that will make them slightly more difficult than what you have learned. Not much, so they're very little, totally doable. Now, this book, to sum it up, this book is for advanced magicians. Reason being is because this is not something that you absolutely have to learn. Okay, the stripper deck is not, I don't feel like it's a mandatory thing to have in your repertoire. However, if you want to do it, it's a very great idea. Why I say this is for advanced magicians is because intermediate magicians from me should focus a little bit more on other things than something extra. Those, I think, come when you have done a good and hefty piece of journey learning sleight of hand. But an intermediate magician can definitely pick this up. The level there is between advanced and intermediate. So that's about it. I hope you find it useful, and I'm gonna say my goodbyes. So, cheers.